Hey everyone, so tonight I'm doing a review on the Marvel Legends Toy Biz Juggernaut. This is from Series 6. This is my fourth review ever on a figure. I did this figure over 5 years ago, about roughly five or a little more than 5 years ago. Anyway, viewer Shannon Edge brought up a good point after I posted the Thing review, asking, would you ever, I should maybe look into my older reviews. My lighting wasn't well and my mic. I thought that's a great idea, so I kind of strummed through some of mine. The first one I did was Hulkbuster, so that one will be coming up. But anyways, we're going to go ahead and do the Juggernaut Series 6. So, very cool figure. Well, first up, we'll go over the helmet. This is just for those that, maybe haven't seen some of the older Toy Biz Legends, and it's just fun to kind of look back on these. The helmet looks really cool, comes right off. It's got these little pegs on the side here that just kind of slot into place. But anyways, the front of the whole face here has got the nice scuffing, but it's got a nice bronze, almost like rusty, worn look. And it's really cool. You can see some more of that on the top of the dome part, and there's like little nicks. They just did an incredible amount of detail on these. You can even see on the back there's some more like line work. But that front looks really cool. It looks very worn. So just looking at the top, on the sides here, I don't know if the camera is going to be able to pick it up. Let me see if I can get it to show. Oops. But right where my finger is, there's that little black notch, and it basically just it just holds in. I mean, it's not a click or anything like that, but it definitely gives you that, you can shift it around a little bit to kind of give it at that right position for you. It will show a gap in the back, so it won't, completely seal up. But we'll take the helmet off, so now we can look at the head of Juggernaut and this whole face. It's got a crazy face, by the way. And it's cool because it's the only Juggernaut that we do have where the helmet is removable, and we can see his whole head without like cutting off the helmet. I've seen some people take off the helmet of the more recent Hasbro one, and it's pretty funny. But a very intense face. You can see all the good detail on the teeth there, even on the gums. Very cool. Toy Biz did an amazing job with their paint work. Got the blue eyes, look very intense, looking straight on, no cross eyes or anything like that. But all the detailing on the sculpture, on the facial expression, with all the line work looks really good. The hair with the dark brown, kind of with a little bit of that darker red, looks really nice. And it's a clean paint job too. I mean, the hairline's perfect, even coming down a little bit on those little sideburns there. Just looks really good. Oops, sorry. Then coming down the neck, you can even see some of the blue veins and just the stretching of the skin. It looks really cool. Same thing on that side. And then around the border, around the top of that, armor here, all that scuffing and just the kind of the rust and the scrapes. It looks really cool. And considering this figure is, geez, what? I believe it came out in 04, maybe 03. I mean, it's pretty old. And it's got, really good paint detail. And then coming down here on the front here, all the rivets, you can see just more of that scratching. And just scuffs and worn look. And then, this whole suit here has got the nice stretching. They even put little nipples on them. But, oops, a little too much. It's very cool. It's a nice classic, look here. You can see all the black lines look nice and cleanly painted. With the darker reds and just kind of the darker patches in the fabric, on the suit here to give it that more depth. Same thing with the armor on the forearms. It's got more of that scuffing. You can see those veins continuing, which look really crazy. You can see just all the detail on the armor. That's one thing I love about this figure, is just all that. It just makes it more real looking to me with the metal. It just kind of continues. What I'm going to do with these Toy Biz reviews too, I'm mainly going to really go over the details just so you guys can see them. Especially with, the better camera now I have compared to back then, and just overall the lighting is so much better, like I said. The belt buckle looks good. You can see some more of that scraping there. Then it just kind of goes into the brown pants, but again, you can see like the darker paint in the creases here. It just gives it more depth. You can see all the stretching and everything like that. Something on the back here. See more of those dark patches. It just looks really good. I mean, Toy Biz just always did an amazing job. They did Their female figures were always kind of funky, but the male figures, I mean, all that brown, I like the black spray too. Are always done really well. Most, I will say most. But anyway, we're going to go over the articulation of Juggernaut. So his head looks a little left and right just fine. He looks up. That's about as high as he's going to look. And he looks down. Decent amount. His chin tucks in. He's got ball joints in the shoulders. They move out. And he's also got this crazy armpit joint. And I'll go over this waist swivel too. So the armpit joints, you can see they kind of come out. But it's odd, but it works. It just looks odd. And then it's got the upper bicep swivel. Single jointed elbow. It's got a hinge at the wrist. Also, he's got a little swivel joint at the thumb. And then he's got 3 fingers that move, and then the pointer finger also moves. So you can get him a decent, I mean, that's a decent closed fist. So the waist, he can swivel at the waist. Also, it can kind of like slide side to side. He can't arch, but it's just it's an interesting joint. I'll say that. But you can see like he can kind of like slide forward and slide back. It gets that gap kind of showing. But it's interesting. It's got ball joints in the legs, so you can kick up about that much. With the ball joints though, they can definitely do the splits. He's got the upper thigh swivel, double jointed knees, boot rotation. Ankles move down, they move up, and he's got the old school ankle rockers and toe articulation, and pegals above his feet. Sadly, I do not have his base. He has the base where it's the Professor X's school. It's the gate all smashed up. When I bought this one, I bought him loose. One day, I'll try to get the base. But we're going to show you guys how tall Juggernaut is. All right, so Juggernaut stands just under 8 inches tall. Honestly, I recommend picking him up, especially, you know, if you're a fan of him. Here he is next to the Build-A-Figure Juggernaut. There you go. Sorry, it bothered me that he was kind of cut out of the shot. But so you can kind of see the height difference here. Here is basically next to the same figure. It's the 2-pack Wolverine, first appearance, no, not first appearance, what am I saying? The Colossus and Juggernaut 2-pack that we just recently got. But otherwise, same figure, same height. And next to the very odd X-Men Classics Juggernaut. And then here he is next to a more recent Hasbro Wolverine, just so you can kind of get a little idea of how he would intermix with the newer Legends. Again, I think he's worth picking up just for having another Juggernaut. And then here he is finally with the massive Marvel Select Juggernaut. I still can't get over how heavy this guy is. That figure is just solid. But there you go, guys. That's my review on the Marvel Legends Series 6 Toy Biz Juggernaut. Again, I think it's a nice figure. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Do you like the idea of me kind of going through my old videos from when this channel I kind of first created it, where the lighting's not as good, maybe the mic is not as well. Well, I don't have a mic in the beginning, so I'm pretty soft-spoken in person and everything, so it's probably hard to hear me through those old videos, especially with like this one when I first did this figure, along with the black variant, Apocalypse and Hulkbuster and other figures. But I was going to go ahead and go through those before I even knew how to make thumbnails or anything like that, and just kind of revisit these guys. Let me know in the comments what you think, but I think Shannon Edge had a great idea, and I'm happy to do it. Hope you guys have a great rest of the night, and I'll talk to you later. Take care.